Do you know why you should never go on a crash diet? Hang around and I'll let you know. My name is Christina Chatti from smartfitnessmakeover.com, and I help women achieve their weight loss and fitness goals without doing crazy workouts or going on silly diets like a silly crash diet. Unless they want more, or unless there is a really good reason for it, in which case I can obviously help you with that too, but this is why you shouldn't do it. So a couple of weeks ago I got a phone call from a client, and I was told, would you like to take part in this project, which was a taking being photographed and answer doing a quick interview for a magazine, for a newspaper article, magazine, newspaper. I don't know what you call it, but anyway. So I said, yeah, of course. When is it? Tomorrow. Great. So the problem was, which wouldn't be usually a problem, but I had a blood test earlier in the week, and when I had the blood test, as a reward, if you want, I just decided, right, that's it. I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna go stop at the shops because that was first thing in the morning. I was gonna buy a pile. It was a massive pile of pastries, which I'm intolerant to because they were full of gluten. So the result of that is, if I have them every so often, I don't get sick, but I still look 8 months pregnant almost instantly. So when I found out this was after I had the pastry, so I suddenly had to do a photo shoot like on a fitness related thing. So I really didn't want to go there looking like the Michelin man or looking like I just about to give birth, or just with like a massive overhang over the jogging bottoms that just looked really, when I couldn't even see my toes, kind of thing. So, but that's the situation. So, right, great. How do I fix this in 2 days? By going on a crash diet. That seemed like the best way to do. So I did, and of course it didn't cure things completely, but it helped with a little bit of damage limitation. So the pictures, apart from the fact that I was wearing a top that was a size too small, which was provided, and completely focused all the little bit of flab and water retention in the middle, so I got like a lovely spare tire, which I hope they photoshopped out, but who knows, maybe they haven't. Um, so the reason why you should never do it is this: unless you've been working really hard at building your physique, it won't do you any favors, because yes, you might lose a bit of, you will lose the water weight, you might lose a little bit of fat in extremis, but unless you've been building your physique, all it's going to do is reveal like a flabby physique. So it's really not worth it. You need to do it. They're good, they're great, these crash diets, like before you go on holiday, but you have to have done your homework first for them to really come into their own, bring it into their own merit. So anyway, so one of the things that happened, obviously I didn't know exactly what the consequences would be, so regardless, and what happened is, obviously I always try to keep my metabolism balanced, so I don't get hungry, don't get too hungry, I don't get cravings, I can happily do my intermittent fasting without any issues. And but when I get to that thing, when I create this system and I get settled into it, it works really well. It keeps me exactly where I want to be, and then I can chop and change gradually, and I have absolutely zero issues. But by throwing a spanner in the work, by suddenly fasting or eating a lot less and maybe moving, I didn't really move that much more, but moving the same amount of, actually that's not true, because as it happened when I went to the Krav Maga class that week, on top of barely eating to make up for the gluten, we did lots and lots of sparring, lots and lots of cardio, just lots of, was just really, I'm surprised I didn't faint. But yeah, so it just really throws a spanner in the work, and it just upsets the apple cart in ways you can barely imagine. So after this photo shoot and everything, when I went back, I just couldn't really, it was just really difficult to control myself. I just started eating starches and like sort of like, pizza, 3 pizzas a day, cakes and everything. It was just really horrible. So whatever I achieved by going on the crash diet, I just got it all back instantly within a couple of days, and then I had to again get back into the routine and try to get settled again. So that's why you shouldn't do it, because if you work really hard building your physique, you have to be very careful. And even if you go on a silly, one of these silly, crazy, harsh, peak in a week kind of diets for a week, you just have to get into it very gradually. and make sure that yes, it's going to be hard and it's going to give you at the end, if you're going away on holiday and you've been working hard for 6 months to build a physique, it will help you reveal it. It's great, they're great, that's why they're there. Bodybuilders do it and lots of other people do that kind of thing, so there's a reason why, because they work, but only if you've been doing the homework and there is a system, and then you know that afterwards you have to take into consideration that afterwards your metabolism will bite back. So right, okay, you're taking everything away from me, I'll give you this, I'm gonna make you want it 10 times harder and you won't be able to resist, trust me. But the other important thing that these sort of crash diets do is they kind of put the body under so much stress that it will affect your immune system and it will be more vulnerable to colds and common colds, any kind of airborne kind of infections. You will be more vulnerable and you will catch the cold and you will be sick for longer. Trust me on that. Just took me 2 weeks to get over a simple cold, which normally is 3 days. So be very, very careful about going on one of these silly things. Just do your homework first and make sure you can actually take it, and hopefully you will never have to find yourself in the same situation that I was in. But if you do, just be careful when you do it and be prepared for the consequences. So don't do it, but if you have to, be careful. And if you need any help with anything like this, if you want me to take you through a really great crash diet that's gonna make you look great, if you've done your homework, get in touch, send me a message and let's have a chat. Or especially if you want to do it sensibly, easy, in a way that's easy, it's effortless and won't cost you any money. In fact, it will probably save you money and won't cost you any problems. It won't make you sick. It will make you stronger. Definitely send me a message and let's have a chat. My name is Christina Chatti from smartfitnessmakeover.com, and I help women achieve their weight loss and fitness goals without silly diets, unless they want to, or crazy workouts, unless they want to. Thank you for listening, and I'll see you again soon. Bye bye.